I'm not going to say this game confuses me sometimes. I'm going to say it confuses me a lot of the time. That one I understand. That one I don't. I want to float too. Please, please, can I float? Please? That sapling's hacking. It's in creative mode. I call hacks. I have client desync in a solo player world. Good talk. Good talk, game. Good talk. Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one. My name is SlackLizard, and welcome back to Let's Play Bedrock. Where in the previous episode of Let's Play Bedrock, we ended up building, somewhere way over there, our XP farm, aka our zombie spawner farm, to get us some XP so that we could get us a nice efficiency 5 pickaxe. The episode before that, we worked on our little dock on the bay down there. Before that, we got our ramp situated out, and before that, we've just been getting things established around here. Today, I want to adventure back down to this area down here and make this area just a little bit safer. Now, in between episodes, I've been doing quite a bit of streaming, gathering up resources here. So we have ourselves quite a bit of deep slate now, and we have ourselves a bit of acacia and some dark oak. And today, I would like to also plant ourselves a bit of a wheat field. But first things first is I want to grab up some of these saplings here. I want to see if we have any of these fences around here, which it doesn't look like we do. So we're going to grab some dark oak logs. We're going to turn those all into planks, turn those all into sticks. And then we're going to grab up some acacia here, and we're going to turn that all into planks as well so that we can make ourselves a lot of fences. And by a lot, apparently that is only going to be 3 stacks. Let's grab another stack of those, convert all that over, and get ourselves a few more fences. Additionally, we are going to need some torches. That will get that situated out, so we'll have the ability to light up the area some. Oh look, we have a new wandering trader. Let's go check him out. One of these days, one of these guys will bring us some moss. Can I just hop over that right there? Good deal. Excuse me, you. Cactus. Sugarcane. No. Goodbye. Done and done. Another wandering trader head. I'm guessing those things drop constantly. And I'm fine with that. We'll collect up a few of those. Who knows what we'll end up doing with them, but we're going to have them nonetheless. The only negative thing is they do not stack. Now, I want to, as well, grab some of this dirt down here. I want to grab out our diamond hoe here. And we're going to make ourselves a bit of a wheat field today as well. Now, back here, we have ourselves a manual carrot farm. We also have ourselves a manual bamboo farm. We've got our melon farm there. We have a pumpkin farm over there. We have a manual wheat farm there and potato farm. Most of these things will profit from fortune, with the exception of wheat. Now, if you hit wheat with fortune, the only thing you profit off of it with is additional seeds. I don't need additional seeds because one small hit of fortune will give us metric tons of seeds. So we don't need any more of those. So I think today I want to build something kind of old school that I haven't built in quite a long time. I want to build a flushing wheat farm. You know, the cascading waterfall type. I haven't done one of those in absolutely ages. Excuse me, floater, go away. Before we get to that, there is a few things that need to be dealt with around here. This needs to be make sure that it is lit up for one. I do not want stuff spawning down here. And we need to cover this hole up right here. Now, aside from that, a couple episodes ago, we were down here fishing, and we had ourselves a nice little creeper surprise. And while that may have been entertaining to some people, I did not find that entertaining at all. No, not in the least. So I want to make sure that creepers are kept back just a little bit from this area. So we're going to run fences all the way around the edge of this lake here, keeping them back. That doesn't mean it's going to help in regards to that, but at least if they do spawn here, it will keep them here instead of out there. And on top of that, I'm curious because that episode, I ended up leaving this area really fast Just a little bit of acacia was left down here and some dark oak logs. We'll probably end up using those today. Yeah, y'all stay over there. So we're just gonna... Oh, I just heard a creeper that didn't exist. I am beyond paranoid. We're gonna have to get some blast protection. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to get some blast protection because creepers are starting to make me paranoid. That is a big negative right there. So we're just gonna knock this out like so and fill that little bit in. The amount of caving that we're gonna have to do around here is gonna be on the astronomical level with us playing on a very high sim distance. Now that we've got that, let's also come back in here, turn that into that, and get ourselves a few stairs so that when we come out of here, we can quickly turn this into path blocks so that we can set ourselves up a connecting path back up to our winding staircase. Now, for anybody that also may be curious, Mama Slack has now made it home from the hospital from her knee replacement surgery. She is in a lot of pain, but she's in good spirits and seems to be recovering well. Over the next few days, we're going to have physical therapists show up at home because don't know if a lot of you all are aware or not, but we live way out in the middle of nowhere, and traveling is not going to be very good for her the first couple of weeks. So we're going to be having physical therapy done from home. So as of right now, all things are on the up and up with her. So there was a minor, I say minor goof up at the hospital when she was released. The nurses were in the middle of shift change, and they did not take and put the compression wrappings on her legs. Now that was probably just an oversight that happened. Her primary doctor ended up calling, or not her primary doctor, but the doctor who did the surgery ended up calling the next day to check on her, and she was experiencing quite a lot of pain and swelling. And he was asking about this and asking about that, and he was like, well, is the compression wrapping not helping at all? Why is the swelling going on? And she's like, what compression wrapping? Yeah, oversights happen. But thankfully, there was nothing bad that came out of that. So all in all, things are doing good for her. So we'll just continue to hope that everything works out in the best way that it can in that situation. And if anything changes in that, I will keep you all updated with that. Now, this path, straightforward and simple. We're going to add in some more trees around here. We're eventually going to start building custom trees around this area. And I think today as well, we're going to try to get the rest of this in now that we have all that deep slate. But right now, the task on my brain is wanting to do this flushing wheat farm, something that I have not done in absolutely ages. Now, the only thing about this is where and how do I want to do this? If I go to do it this way, I'm going to have to build it up quite a bit. We could potentially go that way, and by going that way, that might be the actual best way to go, because we would have to do less build up because the terrain already spreads that way to a degree and everything's already flowing down, which means all these fences that I just put in are kind of a waste at this moment in time. So let's knock these back out. So if I go to do this, I'm going to do the classic 1, 2, 3, and 4. This channel here is going to be reserved for my water, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. And then we'll walk this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just put 5 in here at first because I don't remember the exact measurement of what I'm going to need. Water flows with is 8 blocks, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And if that leads to our next level there, that should, not torches there, be what we need in order to flush that all down, right? I think so. And by doing it at this level, we actually might not have to build up any at all. We might just have to dig down. But one thing we're going to have to do is go make ourselves a new shovel because this one is more or less dead. Okay, let's head over to the spawner. But before we do, there is something else that we need to take care of here real quick. We need a name tag. Give me that. Because the last time that I looked at the video for the name for the donkey, well, donkey was the winning name. So, of all the names you could have picked, His name is going to be Donkey. So quickly grab this, hit that, and just because I can, Alt 0167 and A. Yep. Donkey. Let's go grab ourselves a lead and over to the spawner. Now, it's going to be a while before I end up going and getting an elytra. And even after I get an elytra, I want to try to stick to ground travel as much as possible. So we're definitely going to be using rails in the future. But I want to, as well, connect this area up via road and rail. That's another reason that I think the next episode or the next episode after that, we're definitely going to be building an iron farm. Because we're going to need the iron. No matter how much I go mining, I don't want to grind myself out or burn myself out just trying to find one resource on this world. So, yeah. There is going to be a farm coming here very, very soon, unless we get very, very lucky over the next couple days and end up finding ourselves an iron vein really quickly. Okay, I've been here for like 10 minutes. I am not sitting over here all day to do this, and please tell me, Slack, you did not take all the lapis back. Idiot. I really don't want to talk about it at all. Not even for a moment. At all. Let's just forget that it even happened. Because I only know what you're talking about. There's no way I'd go all the way over to a spawner like that and completely forget about my lapis. It doesn't sound like something I'd do at all. Just not me. Ever. Didn't happen, did it, Donkey? Oh, look, guys. Lapis. It was here the whole time. Alright, what you gonna offer me? I'm breaking 2. We'll gamble. I'm breaking 2. Efficiency 2. Combine you with you for 2 levels. Bang, bang. And let's gamble a third one. A little bit more unbreaking for 14 levels. Sure, why not? You and you. And you know what? Just because we can, let's do one more. Efficiency 2. Hey, look, I'm breaking 3, efficiency 3. Good deal. And let's put this over here where we found it. Right? That's where I remember finding it. All right, Donkey, you stay there. Give me some of these seeds back. I didn't leave defenses in the chest over there at all. Didn't happen. Did not happen at all. Look, they're right here in my inventory this whole time. Don't want to talk about it. Put you there and put you there. Grab you and grab you. And now as a test, let's grab this. Knock all this out. Build all this up. And if water were to be dumped back here, you're not going to do what I want right now. You make it all the way to the end. Sort of. Okay, the bottom one is going to actually need to be 8. That was my water. Good job, Slack. Good job. Appreciate you. You're doing excellent work today. All right, so for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If that is our next level, knock all this out. Fill this in. And if water were to be dumped there, it comes over, all the way over, pushes over, and stops dead on there. Good. Good. See, I can remember some Minecraft basics. It may have been a while since I've done something like this, but I remember-ish. So now, we should be able to get a couple more layers in here at least. And additionally, we're going to take this over. Probably put 2 or 3 of these things in here. That way, when we do go to harvest the wheat, we can actually get quite a bit out of it. All right, so if the water's there, it's going to come out and not make it all the way down. So if the water's there, over and down, and then stopping there. The only problem that I have with this is the location of where the water is. Which means I need a piston there that's going to be extended. Which if that's the case, then all this back here needs to be solid. And then if that's the case, that's our piston that's extended out. Then our water is going to drop down like that. Ignore that because we'll deal with that. But that should give us the flushing system that I want from this. Okay, I need to craft up some pistons real quick. And which way do I actually want to hold all this water back? I don't have glass yet, so that's a sizzle stick. Nope, thank you, go away. No, Mr. Skeleton, that is not your water source, that is mine. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it relatively simple, honestly. We're gonna have to make a path first, up inside of here, where we're gonna run our redstone through. I think something like that will be fine. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think we'll put something in the middle here so that we don't have to worry about the water flow in the middle. Plus, it'll give us a place to walk when we got to redo the crops. Now, those things are going to be powered, so let's go ahead and power them out, which should just be as simple as hooking up you. And then we'll just throw a piece of dust here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And drop you down. We'll end up hiding this. So we'll take that out. And what we'll do is we'll put a lever, that's what I said, right there. We'll power this up. Run a repeater into that there. That gets that all the way up to there. Good. This extends all that out, which is good. From here, we'll take this and power that up. Power all that. Good. Now this is going to be a little bit different here. But I think we're going to run it just like that. And we're going to run fences all the way to there. And connect that up there. This, we're going to go ahead and knock that back out. Don't know what we're going to do with this back wall yet. But we'll figure that out in time. For now, we're just going to make it all dirt. And then we'll pull that up there and that up there. Slap a torch there, slap a torch there. And then we should put water. Nope. Ooh, that was almost bad. There, 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 and there. That should make all of those solid. We'll do you and you. Grab that out of the middle and do that. And that should all be solid. And then if we flip that lever, should let the water out. Should flood everything and wash all of our crops all the way down here. Just like that cobble should get washed down here. Good, it is. Slowly. Good deal. And then when we do that, that should shut it all back down. Okay. Now, we just need to saturate all this ground. There's no way we can get lucky enough, right? I mean, technically we might, but we're going to put a water source on each level. But the only problem with that is now I have to do those like that. Actually, I think I am quite fine with that. Which I think I do like that. And give me that. I'll add in a couple stairs so that we can walk all the way up through here. And we should be good to plant all this. That feels like some old school Minecraft farming right there. I haven't built something like that in a long time. It's been a hot minute. Wow. That just brings back some nostalgia for me. Very much so. Okay, well, let's sleep the night away, get that fixed, and definitely add in a couple more. That's a whole lot of nope pterodactyls. I mean, a whole lot of nope. Not interested in that at all. I mean, at all. But take a look here. This should all be now grown. We have 3 of these things in place. Now, while all the crops were growing, I was taking a little bit of time and getting all of these walls put in on this staircase here, which I think turned out absolutely great. We got them all connected up all the way down to the ground on every angle of which you could see on this, which is beautiful. Now, what I want to do from this point is head back down here and we're going to test this thing out. But I just seen, nope, not you. Look, sometimes it's best not to ask questions. That's really all I'm going to say on that. But I want to see you. One of you guys, one of these days, is going to bring me what I want. And it's not you. Don't do it. Okay? I warned you. I warned you. And, yep, you can serve as a warning to the next generation that some favors come at too high a price. Now, from here, if you get the reference, you get the reference. If you don't, you don't. I'm curious of how many of you do get that reference, though. What I want to do from here is actually test this thing. We have absolutely no wheat on us at this moment in time. We have no seeds on us. Let's flush this thing out. Here we go. This feels so old school and so retro. It's absolutely great. And there is a minor problem that I see there. We got stuff stuck in the middle. We're going to have to go deal with that. But if we run along here, pick up all this here, then we go ahead and shut this off. We're going to have to run up here and get this stuff in the middle. I'm curious where we are, and I'm curious if we've got enough to replant this or not. Ooh, I did not account for not being able to get the seeds in the middle. Oh, God, that's a lot of seeds. If we can't replant from that, we've got a serious, and I mean serious issue. Yeah, I had to grab something here because I need to get to the center line. I mean, as far as the profit on the wheat goes, that's about what I expected, to be honest. Apparently, a couple of them were not all the way grown. But even without fortune, look, we profited way more seeds than we actually did wheat. They always produce more seeds than they actually use. That's why if you're ever going to build a flushing farm, one of the best ways that you can do it with is going to be with wheat, because you're always going to profit on your seeds. Now it's time to just replant all this real quick. And see, in this situation, it doesn't matter if you were using fortune or not, you've still got to replant. And you're not going to benefit anything extra except some seeds with fortune. And I mean, come on, this is an old school classic farm. It's kind of fun to have. Now we got all of that replanted, and additionally, excuse you, you do not belong over here, dude. Go away. Go away. Hi, how are you? Maybe I might deal with you in just a minute. But what I want to see first is there is a horse over here that we just tamed, and I'm curious about this horse's speed. Excuse me. Come hither. And you are still pretty slow. Still pretty slow. But we've got all that replanted now. And I absolutely love that thing. Just absolutely great. And we did a little project on stream here. If you take a look here, we have our first custom tree in this area. Now, over on twitch.tv/SlackLizard, we have a little command that happens during stream where people can try their chance at getting a tree. And every once in a blue moon, somebody will get 100%. And I end up logging this into a channel in my Discord. And on a rare occasion, I start building these trees. So this is our first one that we've got here. And this one here belongs to Mike the Maniac, who got a 100% chance at the tree. And I like it. It's kind of a play on an acacia tree with a bit of modification to it. It's unique, I'll say that. But that being that, we've got the crop farm in today, we've got that in today, and we got all of that in, which I think that turned out to be a pretty good episode. So that being that, if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to drop a like down below. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. And on that note, I will catch all of you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.